Welcome to Switch It Up. We are coming to you from this wonderful train station in Washington, D.C. today.
Yes, we're going to ride the metro. Todd's not a fan.
I'm not a fan of public transportation, and yeah, this brings up like...
I think it's amazing because you look at the map and it shows you all the places you can go and all the places you can get off and all the adventures that lie at every stop.
Yeah, we're going to go into D.C. today.
Todd's not.
And I have not been looking forward to this. There's this, I don't know why, but anyway, we're gonna roll the intro. We're gonna get on this train, and my goal is to show you too can make it on public transportation.
Yeah, it's just an
in a
adventure
big city.
to happen.
I'm not the only one that probably brings anxiety.
I'm sure you're not.
All right.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that looks at it as a great adventure.
Let's go have a great adventure today. Roll the intro.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up. I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off.
I'm taking my mask off. There is no one on this train.
No one on the train.
Okay. They're all up that way because they don't walk backward.
Well, and it is Sunday.
Okay, so we did learn that the weekend is $2 there.
Yes.
And Washington, D.C. is known for the best public transportation in the United States. When you say? I think that's what I read because I was trying to alleviate some of my...
You're trying to alleviate. I didn't read anything. I just
I've been
hop on the train.
on the subways in New York to see rats and public performers.
That was a cool experience.
Yeah, it was a cool experience. So far, so good. Now we have rode public transportation in Italy.
But you were still nervous about that.
Yeah, well, the train went 180 miles an hour. And that's when another train comes by you and it's like... that was a weird experience.
What was that sound again?
That's the way it went. I mean, literally, it was that fast. Two objects, 150 mile an hour plus, is a...
I think that it's helpful that it's a weekend.
Yes.
It's a Sunday for
Yes.
us right now, and everything's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything is A-okay. I cannot wait for this adventure. It's already beginning on like a bang. Oh. I always find it odd coming up from the dungeon into a new environment, not knowing where we are.
It's like ta-da!
Why was it ta-da? It's not a ta-da. We need 7th Street. We're on an agenda. We'll share with you here in a second. Okay, so let's talk about our first stop for today. Why would we choose National Community Church, besides it being Sunday, to look forward to going?
Well, probably because I love the mission of their church, kind of how they started, and I also love the way their senior pastor writes.
Yes.
There's
Coup-
several books we
several
love.
books that is kind of one was called In a Pit with a In a Pit with a Lion on a Snowy Day. It's one of the
and I
very
like
first.
Circle Maker.
And the
That was a
Circle
good-
Maker was a
good
huge
one.
influence. So there's been several books that the head pastor Mark Batterson has written that we've enjoyed
Yeah.
along the way. So when we heard we were coming to Washington D.C., we were like, this would be a no-brainer to not
check it
miss.
out.
Yeah, we wanted to make that our first stop, and the ambiance of the campus was really cool.
Oh, yes.
When you got to go around and take a look at everything.
Oh, God. I love they've done this exposed brick industrial chic kind of feel. They've done a nice job with a small amount of space. Their worship was great. What I also like is that it's being on the road sometimes. Like we're missing that church community, and even though this isn't like people where we're in small group, we're not in community with these people, but we have a common connection. We have a shared foundation, a shared value. It just helps you. It just kind of refuels your soul. It's good.
It was good for us, especially being on the road for a while.
Yeah, it was really good.
So that's why we started our day of walking to see, before we see all the touristy things, National Community Church. If you ever come to DC, you ought to put it on your list. Go check them out.
Yes, or if you live here,
And if you live here, there's a good place.
they've got several campuses. You should check them out.
Look at this. This is cool.
Okay, those are cool.
I don't get that kind of stuff in
It almost
DC.
looks like it's a fake front,
It does, a
right?
facade.
Like a facade of a movie set or a like Disney World feel.
Since we don't have the Hemingways, Sheila come up with we have a mile to go. So we're gonna try this wonderful, I think this whole vlog ought to be on how to travel in DC. We did trains, now we're doing bikes.
Take your time and do your tricks. All I do is sing along. Yeah, I need you around. For brighter light and firmer ground.
In typical fashion, we decided to do something different. We didn't even make it by. We didn't even make it to the
Capitol
touristy
yet.
stuff. We saw the history of the Bible Museum, so we figured we'd check it out.
Yes, we're at the Bible Museum.
We're at the Bible Museum, of course. So we go to Washington and go,
to the Bible Museum. I think it sounds like a great
yeah, we're gonna see what this is about. It's been new, I think it opened in 2018.
Of the biblical world to us. Research. And look where technology has taken us today.
There's a map for every maze. Yeah, you can be a bird. Tell the story.
The Bible has been translated so many times in different languages, but then you get to here, set not yet acquired, and then you get over here, there's portions that have been changed. Here's all the languages that still need to be translated of the Bible. These are all blank. These are all the languages that still have not been. It's crazy. Those are in progress.
Blue is
All the pink are in progress. These languages have not even been begun to be translated in the Bible. It's crazy. One, that there's that many languages. And two, that all the work of the people that are translating these into different languages is incredible.
How do we have that many languages?
Wow.
I think I live under a rock. I didn't know there was that many
Yeah.
languages.
I don't think any of us knew there was that many languages. Remember all the blue? It is not yet. Our first touristy thing.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! The Capitol building! We made it. It's only taken us 5.5 hours to get here. We've done a lot of stops along the way. We kind of get sidetracked.
They had no idea. This is the first of them. First.
This is the Capitol.
It's kind of spitting a little bit of rain.
Yeah, we're in a rain. We didn't bring any rain gear because it wasn't supposed to rain.
Yeah, you would have thought Mackinac would have taught us something.
Didn't teach us anything. All right, let's go do some touristy things and take a look around, shall we?
We shall.
It was uneventful. We need to get one of these scooters, apparently. Get around a little bit faster.
People with glasses.
I never imagined, though. It's almost like we just walked into a circus.
That's what it kind of feels like.
Doesn't it feel like a circus?
No pun intended.
Okay, we squeezed in at least one of the Smithsonian's. Was that the National?
Yes, but that's a cool building. The Smithsonian Castle.
The castle is pretty cool. What'd you think of the Museum of Natural History? That Sheila's son wasn't impressed.
I like the one in New York
New
better.
York City just blew it. No offense to the Smithsonian, but it blew it away.
Yeah, the Museum of Natural History in downtown New York,
By far was.
which
Now,
we haven't done as on a Switch It Up channel.
Yes, this is true, but it is really awesome. Now, granted, if you've never been here, it's pretty cool. Now, I don't know how many Smithsonians there are.
There's a lot.
There's a lot, and we're not.
You could spend weeks here going to museums if you're.
And
I
really
like
diving into the history.
I actually like the buildings and the architecture of the buildings more so than what's in the building.
The historical fact, like this building here, you said was built in 1910.
Yeah,
And that's just mind-blowing in itself.
that one is the 1800s.
It really is something, though, to sit here, you know, and look one direction at the Capitol and then the other direction at the memorials.
Washington Memorial and
Yeah.
Lincoln. I can see it down there.
That's pretty cool.
But it's a little over a mile, and it's 2 miles to Lincoln's. So what do you guys think the odds are of me getting Todd to walk the rest of the way?
I'm going to make it.
You are?
Yes, this is a historical moment. I've never really, it's just odd being here. My nose is itching. One of you is thinking about me. Who was it? Who was it? But it is. It's the history.
You know what? A video probably posted right now.
In 9
that's-
minutes.
Yeah, so somebody's thinking.
Yeah, somebody's waiting. I don't know. It's just, you see all of the stuff on TV from the inaugurations to all the big gatherings, you know, and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's just different to just sit here and take it in.
What I think is interesting, my take on it is there are so many people here, all
Different languages.
walks of life, different languages,
countries.
and they're excited to be here. And I think as Americans, we just totally take it for granted.
I agree with that, especially nowadays. We do.
Yeah. We've lost the united part of the United States of America right now.
Oh, don't go too political.
Not going political.
We're not going
It's just
political. I think most
factual.
of us all can agree on that, though.
Yeah, it just has a weird feeling time to it.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's why our channel's here.
Yes.
It's here for hopes and dreams.
Today's snacks belt by Belvita for Todd's walks. And
You're not sponsored by Belvita.
no, I'm not. But Belvita, if you're listening. And then we're also having some salty and sweet Chex Mix. That's today's treats. Snacks. And we continue.
Oh, I see her. There she is.
look at this. We made it.
Well, not yet. We
Well,
made
I
it to Washington. So we got one more. Lincoln.
Another mile? We got another mile. The infamous reflecting pool. Woo. Okay, we're coming up, Sheila, to the wonderful Lincoln Memorial.
I see it.
Give them a fun fact about the steps.
Oh, there's 58 steps.
Why is that, Sheila?
2 for the number of terms he served in office, and 56 for how old he was when he was assassinated. So a total of 58.
Look how educational we are here on this vlog. You're switching it up right here. This is good.
You think?
Yeah, there's a lot of people here, and this is actually the down season.
Yeah, it's slow right now, I think, but
I
there's
can't
still
imagine
quite a few people here.
being here when it's super busy.
Yeah.
Now we got a wedding going on, two
like
weddings,
2 weddings.
pictures. We got some iconic places you can take pictures. That's for sure. Sheila was like, "Can you imagine having like your proms and stuff and your
Like
graduation
the options,
pictures?"
Oh my gosh, yes.
And you lived here? It's kind of nuts.
You wear me down. My actions will be forgiven. When we first met, a simple text.
We made it.
It's a long day today.
It was a long day, but we got to see some really amazing things.
We did. Yes.
I am very happy to see Shrek.
You
I was a
walked.
big boy and
You-
actually did great on the subway or whatever it
And you
is.
didn't complain today much?
No, I actually really enjoyed the history. So yeah, no complaining, a lot of walking. Have no idea how far we walked.
8 miles.
Oh my goodness. But really enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I know we didn't give anything of this justice.
Nope, we just
At
took
all.
you along on our day with us. That's
But
it.
I thought it was really kind of a cool encapsulation of what we did today. And yeah, that being said, I'm exhausted, I'm tired. I want to go back, eat some watermelon, take a shower, and watch some Big Brother.
He just gave you his lineup for the evening. Liquid smoke for tonight's dinner. What? Really?
We're getting a late start today. Yeah.
I've rubbed the brisket and I need some liquid smoke for tonight.
We're off on a little adventure. So
It is a little adventure.
yeah, it's something that's on
'Cause
my
we-
list and
we
Sheila's list to go do. So
Well, and we walked a really long time yesterday.
8 miles.
Yeah, so
And
I'll
we
take
just-
it easy on you today.
We just finished shooting a video, and that's why we got a later start. And now we're gonna go out. I mean, late for us, 12:30. That's
It's
a
really
late
late.
start.
But we'll be back in time for dinner because we've needed
Well-
some downtime.
She says that I don't trust her. If you watch these vlogs, you know I don't trust her. Okay, I think I have everything. I got 2 water. Is it 2 water bottle time? Do I need snacks?
I don't think so.
Did you see how she answered that? I don't trust her. I think our neighbors think we're nuts because we are really legitimately
We're never here.
never here. This is our home and we go see things. Whereas most people are here enjoying this beautiful campground that we're in. We don't ever use the
We use Fiona as a tool to get from one place to the other. That's what it is.
Yeah, we're always gone.
But
Yeah.
maybe next week.
Yesterday we left at like 8:30 and we got back at like 9 p.m. So let's go see what this adventure holds.
Getting Shrek a bath. Shrek needs a bath so bad.
wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost.
Heart. Arms. Ready. Tights. Hats. On your orders. Post. And orders. Remain as directed. Orders. Acknowledged. Ready. Tights. Present. Arms.
I will have to say the changing of the guards was something that was on my list for a very long time. I've always found it very honorable, amazing testimony to honor and respect to those that have given their life that have never been recovered. So I don't know, I could stay there for a couple hours probably. It's just interesting.
Just the attention to detail, I think, is very, I don't know, it's just such precision.
Yeah. Sheila's like, what were you saying? It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, they started guarding it in 1937 after there was some vandalism to the tomb, so they decided they needed to enlist people to, that's just what they're going to do, is they're going to guard this tomb 24 hours a day, regardless of the weather, and it's a 24-hour shift.
It's basically a way of life.
Yeah, and they take that for 18 months.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's 18 months. And then, but what's interesting is, like, he stands there, it's 21 seconds.
Right.
And he takes 21 steps.
Yep.
And then stands for 21 seconds. Again, like, that's just the regimen of, and the precision of that it's pretty
It is something to
interesting
see.
thing to see. Very sobering.
We're dealing with Arlington Cemetary. I did not realize it's over 600 acres, I
Yeah.
believe. And there's over 400,000 people that have been
That are
buried here. So and not everyone is a soldier, actually. I didn't realize that either. So that's an
Majority,
interesting...
but not everyone.
Right.
It is something to see. Even the precision of the lines of the grave sites is, I don't know.
It's very sobering.
Yeah. Well, and I think that the thing is for generations and generations, I mean, you can just look at all the people that so sacrificed for our freedom. And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of sobering to think.
Sheila asked me my thoughts. When I was sitting there watching, I was thinking, you hear the planes going overhead left and right. And that day on 9/11, and that day's coming up soon, since it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they're staring ahead for those 21 seconds. And then that plane goes into the Pentagon, and he had to stand there and watch like the world is caving in around. And as the guard,
Didn't flinch, I'm sure. He just...
they stayed true to their duty. I cannot imagine, I don't think I've seen any stories or anything related to that day from the perspective of a tomb sentinel guard. But I cannot imagine overlooking all of Washington and watching the fires burn and everything happening around, and then coming out. They probably found out what was going on, but then the next guard goes out. I just can't, that day had to be haunting.
That dedication, though, is like, I'm not leaving my station, right? Like, that's...
All in honor.
And the world could be burning down around them, and they didn't leave.
It's just amazing.
What's
So those
amazing is to look over your shoulder and look at that site right there. That is just amazing to me.
I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for what you've got. I met a young man searching.
And just like that, another successful adventure in the books. We leave, like I said, we come back at night. We're always gone, always doing something.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
Nah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So we hope
What else would we be doing?
you enjoy seeing DC. It was absolutely incredible. There were so many different layers and so many different things to do that we could probably spend 2 weeks here and not see everything.
Absolutely. And we were going to go on a hike today.
And that got frustrated.
You come up with new words again. We got there and
It's
everybody was there. It was
packed.
completely packed, and so they had everything closed off and it was done. So
We should have took the motorcycle or the e-bikes.
what we've learned is we will be back. I'd like to come back maybe for a cherry festival sometime.
That's
The
May.
cherry
She's talking
blossoms.
now.
So we'll just add that to the list. We'll do that one next time.
We
I got
have
a
a
really-
long list, but it's a short list because we've been crossing a lot of things off.
Well, it's like we cross things off and then we add new things to it. So it's like it about stays even, Steven.
That's another Seinfeld episode. Look up Even Steven. Okay. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things.
All
Ring
the
that
things.
little bell because that's important for you to see when our videos post. And until next time, well, another couple days go by, you'll see us again.
Sorry, suckers.
We're out.
And you'll find what you've got.